this strike you? Google is running 2,000 experiments in search at any one time. Is this any different?
No, I really don't think it is. Essentially, what we're seeing here is some sort of comparative advertising. They're saying, how can we manipulate users and their data to get what we need, which is more interaction and engagement with the site. Now, what's distasteful about this is the covert nature of it, what seems like an experiment that's on such a grand scale and it was not disclosed to the user base. It doesn't smell good or taste good, but essentially there's no real overt legal problem. The terms of use allow for the manipulation of this data for internal research purposes.
Yeah, but Daliah, the notion that Facebook is sort of boasting of its ability to be a mood-altering drug, even if users signed up for it by accident, is kind of disturbing.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things we note about all of these social media sites is that they tend to shift their policies and their practices based on the user backlash. So this is a 2012 study. I think they've done a really poor job of managing the publication and the results of that study. But if we see that users don't like that they're being manipulated or that their news feed isn't authentic, that it's only being screened to disclose certain posts over others, you might see a departure from Facebook to sites like Instagram or another new and novel social media platform.
I wonder, though, would it be any better if they did this and didn't tell us about it? I mean, obviously the terms of use permit this, but can't they just as easily run these kinds of experiments, do this kind of research for internal benefit?
And absolutely, I'm sure for every one of these studies, there are a million others that we just simply don't know about. If the studies and their ramifications are offensive enough, I think one would be an Amazon pricing structure. This, if you know or remember this, Amazon offered different prices for the same goods based on demographics. Presumably, consumers found out, they were savvy, they backlashed, Amazon got some bad press, and of course vowed not to do that type of testing again.
It was fairly amazing also just that they showed how successful this was, that users seeing negative stuff without any more interaction with other people found themselves posting more negative stuff. Now I know I was in a bad mood for like 6 months in 2011. I think that was why.
It's been a documented thing. There is books and psychological studies independent of Facebook's own that demonstrate the impact that social media has on users' moods and their daily interactions. Some people have Facebook addictions. They can't get off. Others feel the need to post about how they're doing to get affirmation about their own lives. So social media does permeate a lot of what we do, and depending on what the giant wants to do with that data and our emotions, the ramifications can be quite profound and interesting. So we have to kind of be vigilant with what the site does, read the terms of use. If we see that there are major changes that we don't like, then we may have to think about leaving the network and finding another one.